In this video, I am going to share with you 10 Canva tips and hacks that you can apply today to become a better designer using Canva. I am going to walk you through the entire process step by step. Be sure you stick with me till the end of this video. So this is Manoj here and welcome to the channel where I make videos on tips and tricks and the best ways on how to make money online. Be sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you stay updated whenever new video is up. Now let's get started. Now tip number 1 I want to share with you is really simple way to adding text. Instead of going to the text then choosing from there, you simply hit the T button on your keyboard and from there you can change the sizes and do whatever you want to it. Next up I want to show you how to add gradient to the background of any image. So simply go to the element, search for the gradient. What you want to look for is the rectangle. So I am going to select that. That's going to apply it to your design. I am just going to drag it so that it starts from the corner here and then drag it from the corner from here. You can change the color by looking at the top left corner. Changing the first color, I will just change it to yellow and then secondary color to red. And as you can see, now we have got the gradient effect. You can also make the gradient start the other way. So click on flip horizontally. Now this is vertical. If you want it going horizontally, just use the rotate feature and like so. The next tip is quite fundamental and will be handy no matter what you are designing on Canva, and that is moving certain elements to really fine tune the elements on the design. All you need to do is just use the arrow on your keyboard and I am simply pressing up and down, or you can hold the key left and right. Now that's going to only move at 1 pixel at a time. You can hold the shift key on your keyboard and move it so that it moves 10 pixels at a time like so. The next tip I want to share with you is adding a shadow effect. It's as simple as selecting the text, going to effects and choosing the shadow, and there you have the shadow now. You can make finer adjustments such as color of the shadow, so let's say red. You can change the direction and the angle of the shadow. You can also change the transparency of it. The next tip is zooming in and zooming out. Sometimes the element and the canvas look quite small on the screen. So what you want to do is use the zoom feature. You can either use it from here by selecting the percentage, or you can use the command key on the Mac or control key on the Windows system and then plus minusing on your keyboard like so. My favorite way to do is holding the control key and scrolling up and down using my mouse. Next up I want to show you when you are working on multiple layers, sometimes you will come across layers that are quite close together. I want to select the middle layer, but sometimes that can be challenging. So what you do, if you are using a Mac, hold the command key, but if you are using a Windows, hold the control key. I am holding down the control key. Now I will click on my mouse button. That will then select the next layer behind it. If I click again, that will select the layer behind that, and now as you can see, that layer is selected. I can do whatever I want to it, like changing colors just like that. Okay, next tip is grouping text or elements. Let's say I want to group these two elements right here. All I need to do really is just select the first element, holding the shift key on my keyboard, then selecting the second element, and let's say this icon here or this element clicking again, and now that's all grouped together. And now what I want to do is click on the group option, and now that's grouped together. So now when I move this anywhere, it is grouped together and it won't lose its position. To ungroup it, simply select any of those elements and click on ungroup and you are done. Now for this next tip, we are going to filter based on the free or Canva Pro elements. So by selecting the filter icon at the top here, once we are in the elements, we can choose whether it's free or pro elements that we want to search for. So let's say free now. Apply the filter and search for what we want. And now these are the free elements that we can select rather than having the pro elements together. Moving on to the next step I want to share with you is a perfect alignment. How do you align text and all sort of elements so that it is perfectly aligned? Let me first share with you the first way. Now if you want to center the text, it's hard to know that where the center is. Let me share with you the first way with this text here. Let's say we want that text in the middle. All we need to do is just go to the position, click on the middle, then to the center. And there you have it, that's right in the middle. Second way to perfectly align elements and text is to go to the file, turn on show rulers. From the ruler, you want to just drag using your mouse and set where you want your text or element to start. And then start dragging your elements. And you can see that it's lined right there. I will also align the other heading. To remove the guide, all you need to do is just use your mouse again and drag it away. The next tip I want to share with you is filtering by color. So all you need to do is search for whatever element you want first. So I will search for the hat here. And from the filters, I will then select the color that I want. So let's say I only want yellow hats. I will select the yellow color, apply filters, and as you can see, these are all the elements I can use based on the yellow hat. Next up, if you use specific color on regular basis, it's wise to use their brand kit so that you can refer back to it. Like mine right here. I have got some color that you can see here. That's my color palette based on my branding. All you need to do, if you are on the design, you can click on add another palette, or from the home page, click on brand kit from here. Click on add new palette, select all the colors that you want. Once it's added, give it a name to start using your brand color. Simply select an element, let's say this text. Then go into your color, and now you can see the new color palette is added now. I can select whatever color I want based on those colors. Now I do hope that you did get some value out of this video, and if you think you like this video, please make sure go ahead and smash that like button right now. And be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you stay updated whenever new video is up. And that's bring me to the end of this video. I will see you in the next video.